Hello, my name is Baptiste Cavodi. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Avengers Invaders, fantastic miniseries that came out in 2008, written by Alex Ross and Jim Krueger. Did a killer job. If you haven't read this, don't let me spoil it for you. I do recommend you get your hands on this. Art by Steve Sadowski. We're going to cover issues 4 through 6 today. So in the previous video, I told you guys about how the Invaders were brought into the modern times of the Marvel Universe, brought into in the middle of the registration, superhero registration and the initiative. This is after the Civil War. Captain America seemingly had died. Started dealing with a lot of guilt over the death of his friend. Also, we saw in the previous video how Bucky is pretty much completely insane and is really hardcore. 16-year-old kid. He's very battle-hardened, and he doesn't give an F about anything. So let's get into these issues, because the real treat here is sort of, we have a three-way battle between Mighty Avengers, which was the Tony Stark's Avengers, the New Avengers, which were anti-registration. You had Bucky Cap on that lineup, and S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a big mess, and we have to throw in the Invaders. We have the whole situation of Bucky Cap meeting with his younger self, that he has memories of this whole situation. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we have this all-out battle. Cap had been able to break free. He was obviously, all the Invaders were captured by the Mighty Avengers and taken into S.H.I.E.L.D. custody. Also, during this time, for those who don't remember, Tony Stark was the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. during this time. He who has memories of this knows that shit's going to go down. Very important stuff. Also, Bucky Cap had a lot of issues with if he was worthy to carry the mantle of Captain America. Due to his past, he was like this brainwashed assassin. When he was a Winter Soldier, he did a ton of terrible things. He feels like he can't live up to Steve Rogers' legacy. While we see the young Bucky being able to liberate all his teammates from the Invaders, causing a gigantic mess in the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. Bucky Cap assembles the New Avengers to go up to the helicarrier. They're going to try to liberate the Invaders. They're confronted by the Mighty Avengers. The Mighty Avengers was an insanely powerful Avengers lineup. You had Sentry, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Wonder Man, Ares, Black Widow. While on the New Avengers, you had Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Wolverine, Iron Fist, Doctor Strange. Like, none of these new Avengers were slouches, but like, I feel like these guys were much more powerful. So we get this pretty awesome all-out battle between the both Avengers lineups. Doctor Strange trying to get to the bottom of how these heroes from the past, the Invaders, came into the modern times. He has a vision with being super redundant with Vision, the original Vision from the Timely or Atlas phase of Marvel Comics. Here we have Bucky Cap sort of playing with time. He takes young Bucky. He sort of instructs him how he has to do to survive, due to the fact that the explosion back in their last mission, Captain Bucky, he jumped on that flying bomb and supposedly explode, and that's where Bucky dies. He tells young Bucky to let go. Bucky Cap sort of forges his own destiny. And I love the design of Bucky Cap. It was so cool. It was such an interesting take. I have to go back and collect that whole specific run where we have Bucky Barnes, Captain America. New Avengers are able to escape. They take with them most of the members of the Invaders. But the original Cap still is captured. We have this really good dialogue between Iron Man and Captain America. Iron Man dealing with this whole situation of, again, him feeling guilty for the death of Captain America, and the weight and burden of being the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. So all these dialogues, at least for me, they're pretty well written. It does really round out very well what happened in Civil War and during the registration and that whole era. This whole miniseries just really fleshes out that whole situation between because we have hero factions going up against each other, pro and anti-registration. What I like about this story is they explained to Toro that he's a mutant. He's Human Torch's sidekick, And Wolverine comes with the whole discourse about mutants and prejudice and stuff like that. It just feels really forced, especially the way he, he talks to him and stuff like that. We have Human Torch. He goes back to S.H.I.E.L.D. because when he was in S.H.I.E.L.D. custody, he realized that most of the personnel there were LMDs, life model decoys, basically robots. They have serial numbers. This makes him remember his time during the Second World War, the concentration camps where people there in the concentration camps, the captured Jews, would have tattoos on their arm. That sounded totally wrong. The Jewish prisoners. And the thing is, having those tattoos on their arm were a terrible scar for those who survived. It really marked these people. So the whole thing of having serial numbers on their arms, the LMDs, just really, really bends Human Torch out of shape because his creator, Dr. Erskine, was also of Jewish descent, and he sort of created the Human Torch to be able to fight in the war and so on and so forth. Human Torch is able to get all the LMDs to go up and turn against the mighty Avengers. He's able to take over the helicarrier, becomes like the king of the LMDs. While Doctor Strange discovers that the person behind this whole time shift is this civilian dude called Paul Anselmo. His younger self was also brought to the present. It seems that he's somehow linked to the Cosmic Cube, which seems to be responsible for bringing these heroes to the present. I'm going to leave this video here. Guys, if you haven't read this, it's really worthwhile. It's a fantastic read. See you guys next time. Bye.